Have you ever dreamed of saying goodbye to your dreary 9 to 5 job and unlocking a life of financial freedom instead? Well, buckle up, because today I've got an incredible story that will make you believe that this is all possible. I'm going to introduce you to Alex, a former apprentice worker making like £4.50 an hour, who is now raking in well over 10k a month with his OnlyFans management agency. Stick around to hear about his incredible journey that changed his life and discover how it might change yours too. So let's dive right in. Right, so Alex, introduce yourself. Tell us a bit about what you do and what you did previously.
So, my name is Alex, 20 years old. I'm from the UK and I run a full-time OFM agency, obviously thanks to Dylan and his group. Before I did carpentry, I was a carpenter, so I was earning I was an apprentice, so I was earning minimum wage. And yeah, now I'm running a full-time OFM agency. Money's crazy.
I think one of the best parts that people, like, other than having money, right? Like, even when you get to the point where you're making a shit ton of money, it's not really the money that's like, oh my God, I'm making so much money.
It's the freedom.
It is genuinely like being able to like wake up. I think one of the biggest motivating factors for me is like, back in school in the day, you had to wake up at 8 p.m. at someone's time. Or if I was at work in my old job, it's like, you've got to be up at 5:30 in the morning. Someone's waiting outside to pick me up. It's like so annoying, because if you have a shit night's sleep the night before, or whatever happens, you're like stressing because you've got to be up at a certain time.
Yeah.
It's so nice to just go to bed whenever the fuck you want, wake up whenever the fuck you want, and then just like do what you want. It's
it's mad.
So what made you sort of decide to enroll in like my program of all programs?
So originally I set up an agency on my own, and it was hard like being on your own, obviously not having like a team around you and stuff like that. So I kind of thought about it for a while, and then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take the risk, take the leap, do it. And since I signed on with like your course and all the people on your course, I've had like a massive boost in knowledge, boost in everything in general. Like, yeah, it's been crazy.
Can you like sort of describe your experience so far with, you did the 6-week Mandarin. Can you like describe your experience throughout that and what you kind of thought of it?
It's mad. It's like everything. It's like the knowledge. It's not even just work. It's like the banter in the groups, and it's like just engaging with people that are doing just like running up the same stuff as you. Basically, like everyone's on the same path. Everyone wants the same goals, and having that in a group it's crazy. It's such a good experience, and like just a group to be in.
Yeah, the group environment, I think everyone says about the group environment, I think is a really good group because it motivates you to do well. Like, there's obviously people in there making
100%.
and then there's people in there doing like obviously everyone's at different levels, so everyone sees what's possible, so everyone wants to get there. So it's like motivating to get there. And everyone, it is like a mini war room in a sense.
Oh yeah, it is a mini war. Someone, I can't remember who it was the other day, but like their results for like 2 weeks, and it was like 17k, and I was like, I'm running that up.
It'll be interesting. I think the most interesting thing will be because the group is what, like 3 months old. I think it'll be like very interesting to see where that group is in like 2 years and where everyone.
Yeah, crazy.
Even if they're doing something different in 2 years, like it'll just be interesting to see where everyone's.
100%. Yeah.
Definitely a good group. How would you say like the program has impacted like your understanding of the OnlyFans like agency space, and then also like your ability to obviously like manage it as an agency? Like, how would you say like, how has that impacted your knowledge? Like, have you learned a lot? And
100%. So obviously, like I said, I had an agency before, and when I had an agency before, my knowledge was very limited. But since joining your course, I know everything about like from like sending invoices to outreaching to like social media platforms, how to target like stuff like that, and it's just everything. Like everything that I could have wanted out of a course, I got.
Yeah, what specific like strategies or techniques out of everything we teach, what would you say you found the most helpful to actually like scale your agency?
I would say like specific platforms.
Just like anything that we taught you, what did you find that helped you the most? Was it the TikTok lesson we did? Was it the marketing section? Was it outreach? Was it the setup? Is there a mixture of everything, or?
The setup, I found the setup's very like key to your course. You're not putting loads of information on someone at a key time. Like obviously you do it in weeks. So week 1 was like just general, just OF knowledge, and then week 2 was like how to outreach, and then week 3. So it gives you that week period to work on that specific thing, which then makes your brain get fully into that. And then the next week you're learning something new. Instead of just banging knowledge on someone, it's
Yeah.
you learn really well through the way that you do your course.
Yeah. And yeah, and like, would you say there's one thing in particular that stood out throughout the entire program? Is there anything that you thought like, or was there any specific week where you thought like, holy shit, like this is insane, like this is
It
what's
was definitely the marketing week.
yeah,
Definitely the marketing week, like how to run socials and how to actually get views and
yeah,
subs coming through. Like that was key.
yeah. Anything in particular, like TikTok, Reddit, was
TikTok, yeah.
yeah,
TikTok was key for me. Yeah, TikTok's obviously the biggest place to grow. So yeah,
yeah.
your strategies on that will meant.
Yeah, awesome. And have you seen like any sort of tangible results so far after like, from completing the program? And if so, like, can you sort of share what you've got with us, what you've made?
Yeah. So when I had an agency before, I was making very minimum. I was pulling like 500-600 quid. Obviously I'm a couple months deep now, and last month I pulled 6.5k to myself. So that's my cut. Which like compared to some people in the course is like nothing, but 6.5k from going like from an apprentice, like working my ass off to full-time agency, and now making 6.5k a month. Like on this month already, I'm on track to do pretty much double. I think we're gonna hit.
Yeah, that's it. No, that's really sick. And you've completely quit your apprenticeship now, right?
Yeah, completely quit it. Yeah, it's out the window.
How do you think like the sort of skills and knowledge that you gained in the program will sort of impact your future in this industry?
Oh, 100%, it'll impact it. Like from everything, or yeah, just everything in general. It's like that knowledge is there, and also it's there to go back to. So them calls like are recorded. So if anything you miss or anything like that you were like, or if you couldn't even make a call, you can just go back and watch it. And the knowledge in the calls is crazy. Like it's enough to build what I've built already for myself.
Yeah, exactly. And it's always updating as well, right? And that's like
Yeah, 100%.
obviously the calls, like you got access to them forever. But I think another good thing is like obviously the action steps, like they're always constantly getting updated to like the new strategies because things change fast in this industry. You need to keep up, like keep on track with actually what's going on. But for someone who's like sort of on the fence about joining any of my products, any of my programs, what would you say sort of the benefits of joining the program, or what would you say to them?
Thing is, at the start, you think, oh, it's obviously it's money being spent, but like from what you've taught us, you've got to like you have to do it. Like from especially me, from my example, like, I started this on my own, and it was so hard. Like jumping into this business model is so hard on your own. Like you need someone, especially you, like because you nail all of it.
Appreciate it. Yeah, no, it definitely makes a massive difference. Like I always say, and I'll say it over and over again, like the only reason I think that I've been able to get where I'm at in life so fast is because I just buy other people's knowledge and information.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
All I do every single day, I'm like, right, where can I put this money that I've made into something that's going to make me more money in the future? I think it makes a massive, massive difference. And like investing in yourself, as cliche as it sounds, is genuinely like the only like safe investment you can ever really make.
Yeah,
100%. At the end of the day, like the only thing separating us, like from me to you or me to someone who's never done anything before, is the access to information we have, right? I obviously have a different access and a different level to information than people that are not making as much as me, and so do the people higher than me. People making 8 figures, obviously have a different access to information that I have. Obviously, I'm not there yet, but it's definitely like the like at the end of the day, you'll never not see a return on investment unless you decide to not do anything, right? Because you could buy a program, you could buy a course, you could buy the information, but if you're not actually going to implement it or do anything, then it's not going to be done for you, right?
If you're 100% about this business model, like you 100% should do it because it's the best, quickest way to grow.
Yeah, this business right now as well, like is crazy how easy it is to, like, that's all you need is one model. And you can easily get a 10k a month. Like in my opinion, it's a lot easier than any other business in terms of getting to 10k a month. Like if you just want to make an extra 10k a month, like this is it. Like, this is the easiest way online right now that you're going to be able to just do that.
100%. Yeah. It's funny you say that because one of my models I signed on. So obviously I had a model before, and I'm not on with her now. But one of the models I signed was actually in the week of your outreach. So when I got to work with her, I implemented all of your new strategies, and she was making 400 a month when I signed her. Last month she pulled 4.2, I think it was.
Yeah.
So like straight away, like using that is, I wouldn't have been able to do that. But basically what I'm saying is I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't sign on.
It scales fast as well. Like something I've noticed from teaching everyone and also like obviously my own experience in the industry is like once you know what you're doing and you've got that momentum, it's kind of like a doubles game. Like the first month, let's just say you make like 2 to 4K, then the second month is like 8K and then 16K, and then all of a sudden it's like
Yeah,
doubling very fast, and you can even
yeah,
skip doubles. Like Steven, for example, like when he went from 4K to 20K to 50K and now to 100K in a month is like fucking insane.
yeah,
It's crazy how fast that this business can pick up once you got that
100%.
momentum coming in, and you just
Yeah, yeah,
like I said, if you don't want to go through all the effort of setting up a traditional business and getting staff and getting employees, and you just want to run this on your own solo play, just literally get one model, focus on
mm,
scaling it to 50, 100K a month, and you're
yeah,
taking
yeah,
percent and making bread for
yeah,
really
yeah,
not a lot of effort in considering in comparison to all the other businesses out there.
yeah.
Where
Easy as
where do you think you would be now if you hadn't taken the mentoring program?
Joe, honestly, I don't reckon I'd be doing it anymore
Yeah.
because I would have stressed myself out so much about trying to learn new stuff on my own, and I don't think I'd be it. Like, thing is, like now it's become like an addiction for me. Like, I love grinding on it like 24/7. It's like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
What made you choose my program then over like any of the other programs out there? Because there's not a lot out there, but there's a few other people that do this sort of stuff. Why you choose my program over any of the others you could have picked?
So originally, I was gonna. I think it was the month previous that I was actually gonna message, obviously send my form in to try and get on,
Yeah.
but I didn't. I didn't because I just didn't want to invest, like you said, invest in myself. And I seen other courses and stuff like this, and I was watching like people on YouTube, like you, for example, and all the other like mentorship people.
Hmm.
And I actually heard it was word of mouth that I heard from you through other people, like saying obviously about the course and how in depth it goes and stuff like that. So I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to take the leap. I'm just going to do it. So I've done it, and here I am.
Yeah, that's it. I think a lot of my stuff came from word of mouth just because of the quality of the program. Like I don't
Yeah,
really do any like I obviously like I don't do really any marketing for the program. I don't run any paid ads. I
yeah,
don't really do any of that shit. It's just like I thought, right, let me just help people, which is obviously why I was taking on 15 a month. And it's like, right, let's just help people and then just see how it goes. And then all of a sudden it picks up very fast to where like we were getting like 500 applicants for like a 15
yeah,
mentoring. And it's like, what the fuck? This is from word of mouth.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
but yeah, I don't think you'll. I generally, if anyone's watching this, I generally don't think you'll find someone that's taken my mentorship that hasn't got results.
Mm,
If they've gone through the entire program and actually like applied the stuff that we teach them, there's not a single person that has not only just not made their money back, but like
yeah,
10x or 20x
mm,
the initial investment from doing the program and just skipping that learning curve. Like there's so many people that it's funny because there's a lot of people that message me every single day and they're like asking me how can I get into it or saying that they've been doing it for the last like 5 months or 6 months and they're not getting any results. They might be making like 500 a month. And I'm like, you've been doing it for 6 months. You could have literally bought my program a month ago because
yeah.
there's a kid that just started on my program, like
Signed
four,
a model
and
in
he's
2 weeks.
already making more money than you and you've been doing it for 6 months. So it's like,
Yeah,
why would you not? Like people just, they're so scared to like invest something that's like an infinite resource, especially when they're young. Like it's not even a risk. Like if you spend whatever it is to buy any of my programs, like it's
yeah.
not really a risk. Like it's money at the
No,
end of the day. You can easily make it back. It's not like I'm asking you for £50,000 up front. Like
yeah,
at the end of the day, like it is what it is. It's value for value. And like people always say, like, oh, why wouldn't you do it for free or whatever? But like at the end of the day, if I was to do something for free, not only do people not value stuff that's free, like when you pay for something, right, you're invested and you're all in. Whereas when
yeah,
something's free, people are just like, oh, it's free, so I'm just gonna half-ass it and see what happens, and they never get the results. So like I think
yeah,
paying for stuff's really important. Not only that as well, obviously it's my time, and as you know on the
mm,
program, it's not just me, it's Jack, it's Adam,
yeah,
and
yes,
like
no.
we go all out in terms of like the calls and the Q&As and make sure everyone's got what they need.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. It's like I've hit you up a couple of times, like not even like in the like, over just these last couple of weeks since I've like finished the program. I messaged you and you're just like straight on it, or I messaged Snow or someone
Yeah,
like that. You're always on standby.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
it's just yeah,
Yeah, I think that's the main thing is like I think service delivery is key, and that's why I think the
mm,
word of mouth spreads fast when something's good.
yeah,
There's a lot of these other OFM gurus out there that they're always getting exposed, or there's always bad stuff being talked about them, or they do this, they're
yeah.
not making money, this and that. Luckily, I don't think I've had any of that sort of stuff
I
yet.
haven't heard any of that from you.
But yeah, definitely interesting. Is there anything else that you want to add about your experience in the mentoring? And like, is there anything like about the program or about OnlyFans management in general that you wanted to add? Or
I don't think I just think if if you're truly invested into like running your own agency and running your own business and doing like setting this up, like just take the leap, like just go for it, like sign on to the course, just get it done, and just learn, like exactly what you said about investing in yourself, just run it up.
100%. Yeah, awesome. Well, it was nice speaking to you, brother, and we'll speak soon. It'll be interesting to catch up in like 6 months. We should probably do another call, see how you've got on, see when you
100%.
Six-figure month, see if I'm handing you one of these plaques.
Oh, I'm coming for it.
That'll be it. I can't wait. It'll be sick. It'll be sick. But yeah, anyway, appreciate your time, bro. And
no worries, mate.
Was it like having the sort of time freedom that you currently got from like
class?
Class.
Sick,
it's
mate,
sick.
it's so class. Before I started with you, I started it up in I remember having the idea in December.
Yeah.
And then I think I started creating shit in January, but like I reset everything. Like I changed my logo, changed my website. Obviously, when I came on with you, I redone everything, and I just done it exactly how you said to do it.
People are too scared to test stuff to fail as well. So I think it's sort of like ingrained in them from like school and childhood to where like if you say the wrong thing or if you fail a test, it's like
you can't fail.
But like realistically, failing is like the best thing ever. Like you need to fail 100% until you succeed, and then that's
100%.
Like you can't expect everything to just go perfect from the get go. So I think it's like one of the biggest things that separates the people who do well is like they're just willing to try shit.